A letter to United States lawmakers, state and federal. Profits over people. The real issue is injustice, not immigration, dear state and federal lawmakers, union reps, and faith leaders. The issue at hand is not about immigrants. It is about a broken criminal justice system that allows bad actors to walk free while scapegoating immigrants to fuel the for-profit prison industry. This injustice perpetuates the cycle of exploitation in an incarceration nation, where vulnerable communities are targeted for profit rather than protected by justice. As your constituent, I urge you to address the systemic failure and forward these concerns all the way to the White House. The real problem: a broken criminal justice system to focus on immigrants as a root cause of crime is a dangerous and misleading narrative. The real issue lies in a criminal justice system that prioritizes profits over public safety. Instead of addressing these systemic failures, our leaders have weaponized immigration policy to fill private prisons and distract from the core problems. This is not about protecting communities. It is about maintaining an exploitative system that benefits the elite. Democratic silence and complicity for years. I have called on Democratic leaders like Representatives Pramila Jayapal, Rick Larson, and Senators Maria Cantwell and Patty Murray to advocate for real solutions. I beg for their support for the American Families United Act, a bill that addresses the injustices faced by U.S. citizens whose families are torn apart by immigration laws. Their silence has been deafening. Instead, some Democrats have supported the draconian Laken Riley Act, which criminalizes minor offenses and mandates indefinite detention of undocumented migrants, feeding the for-profit prison industry. The Laken Riley Act versus the American Families United Act. The Laken Riley Act exploits public fear, targeting immigrants rather than addressing the true failures of the justice system. It creates a profit-driven framework for indefinite detention, violating basic human rights. By contrast, the American Families United Act focuses on justice, family unity, and dignity, offering real solutions for U.S. citizens and their loved ones. If our lawmakers genuinely cared about protecting families and communities, this bill would already have bipartisan support. The incarceration nation. Profiting from injustice, private prisons thrive on policies that criminalize migration and poverty, while systemic issues in our justice system go unaddressed. Immigrants, both documented and undocumented, are used as scapegoats to distract from the failures of a system that allows violent offenders to re-enter society unchecked. This isn't about safety. It's about profit. Workers and immigrants alike are exploited to maintain this corrupt status quo. A call to action: we demand that you recognize and address the failures of the criminal justice system as the root cause of public safety concerns. Oppose the Laken Riley Act and any legislation that scapegoats immigrants for systemic failures. Publicly support the American Families United Act as a step toward justice for U.S. citizens and their families. Advocate for comprehensive reform that dismantles the for-profit prison industry and prioritizes fairness, equity, and real safety measures. The exploitation of immigrants and workers must end. This is not about left versus right. It is about right versus wrong. Leaders must rise above partisan politics and focus on real solutions. Silence is complicity, and inaction is betrayal. The time to act is now. Sincerely, on behalf of America's workers and immigrants.